Hi guys, it's me. I am back. Um, Welcome to another live after so long. Uh, so the name of this, if you've seen, is update, and this is where I'm going to let everybody know where I've been. Honestly, the people that have faithfully watched all of my lives already know, but this is just for people who have decided to join and go back and look at the lives and everything. So today is February 7th, 2022. It is almost midnight where I'm at. I'm not tired at all, but I decided to go ahead and make this live now because I finally had the time. So, looking over the Chill and Crochet um, channel, I saw that the last live that I did was September 27th. So it's been roughly 4 months. Um, I'm not sure how YouTube likes as far as certain things that you can talk about, which makes no sense because, the whole free speech and everything. But um, I ended up getting COVID in October. But before then, I had stopped doing my lives because it was like way too many interruptions and distractions. And like I said, my on the last one, my nephew came back home. Um, and he has been busy. Um, Busy doing his music and everything. I just gotta. Okay, so I had to block somebody for a few minutes because I don't know what the hell they just commented. So anyway, so yeah, like life got to me, and then all of a sudden, with the nephew back, like I was telling the last one, if I'll do a small recap, um, I mentioned that he had been gone, like out of town for like a year and a half, and then he had finally got came back, and he does music, and he uses his room as a studio, and so he had been doing some recordings and everything, and so that came back, that got back busy for him, and we have a friend. Well, he has a friend of his. Sorry, my phone went off. So we had a friend of his that came by, and he comes by like very often, and he had just gotten his last shot, the 2-part vaccination, and he was complaining about how it was making him feel and everything. Then next thing we know, he tested positive, and I was kind of freaking out, because I figured that of all the places that I would contract it, I thought it would be outside of my home, not somebody bringing it in unintentionally. I have to put it that way. But um, yeah, I found out like on a Friday, and I started feeling the symptoms a little bit like that Saturday, but it literally felt like my sinuses were starting to act up as usual, So I'm sitting here like, well, maybe it's, I dodged a bullet because I didn't go near him. He was just like, and you see like my living room. So like he was like right there where the banister is. And this is my desk. So I was always like right here. So thinking nothing of it. So Sunday comes, and the symptoms didn't get worse, but they still were there. And I took a test, and it came back negative. So I was like, oh, okay, I dodged a bullet. Perfect, you know. But then My sister-in-law, who is in nursing, she told me, she was like, "Hey, if your symptoms get worse, test again." Then somebody else was telling me like your viral load might not be um, as high for the test to even detect it. So, if you get symptoms, if they worsen, test again. And so that Monday, I had to take my mother to the doctor. So she was in the car with me, and she went and got what did she get? It was a flu shot, and because of her age, they made her get like her pneumonia shot. So by that Monday night, she was not feeling good at all. My symptoms started to worsen, and Tuesday I tested, and I tested positive. So I know, like, now, um, compared to last year, a lot of people are like, it's not there. I guess not a lot of people, but I feel that some people not taking it as serious as they were like last year. So part of me was, I was more pissed than I was afraid. Because I'm a diabetic, and they have been preaching that people with weak immune systems, like diabetics, is more than likely to do a number on us. So, so Tuesday, I wasn't feeling good at all, and I was still like in here because I was still thinking that maybe it's just my sinuses or whatever, and yeah. And then after that Tuesday, I made my way upstairs and quarantine, and so basically the whole household ended up getting it, and it was scary for me for a little bit, you know. But the one thing that I did do was I attacked the symptoms full on, and I took the medications that I needed to take within the time frame that they said to take them. Drank plenty of water and Gatorade, and there was a few days where I literally was stuck in the bed. I couldn't move, and it was horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. You know, if you don't get any symptoms at all, that is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, um, so yeah, I ended up, because, like I said, that was towards the end of October. So I was actually more upset that I missed out on Halloween, because I had made plans to give out like normal candy bars to the kids. And of course, with the whole household with COVID, there was no way, like, I don't think people knocked on the door. So that's what happened in October. And then the beginning of November, uh, I was taken off quarantine on the 3rd of November, I believe. And and my anniversary was on the 5th. So I was really, really upset because I kept myself in quarantine a little bit longer, because I don't like, I'm not here to, it's a fly, sorry. I'm not here to try to give out like any false information or anything. And so I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. But the one thing I will say is, I do believe that, especially if you're having symptoms, that you should be in quarantine a little bit longer than what's recommended. But that's just me. So, but I did keep myself in quarantine a little bit longer, which it was easier for me because I don't work. But had I had a job, I was pretty sure that they would make me go back to work. So, um, but I didn't have a good anniversary. I mean, I was with my husband, of course, so that was good in that sense. But overall, I was pissed because the Memphis Grizzlies had played um, the Wizards on our anniversary, and I thought it would have been a great anniversary gift, and we couldn't go because he was still under quarantine. And There was no way. Like I had literally had just started to feel a little bit better, and I wasn't going to risk it. So, um, it landed my mom in the hospital for a while, and honestly, it wasn't even because of that. It was something else, which I'm not going to get into. But they were not worried about, excuse me, her battle with COVID, even though she is older and she's a diabetic as well. She has a little bit more health problems than I do. So it was really scary, and I had started blaming myself like a lot because I was like, all I had to do was to be on the safe side, wear a mask, or had somebody else take her to the doctor that Monday, you know. But then I was thinking like the way our house is set up, there's like, and I'm gonna be truthful, there's like no way for us to like quarantine away from each other. You know, somebody had to be here, in the living room all the time. The kitchen is right there, so you still would have traffic, going back and forth to the kitchen, because you got to eat. So, so that was my experience with COVID. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. But so I did end up getting fully vaccinated afterwards. So as of today, which it kind of like it confuses me because some places are like, well, you're not fully vaccinated until 14 days after the last shot or 14 days after the J&J, and then you're fully vaccinated. And then there's some places like there's been a lot of places like now that are like, well, you're not fully vaccinated until you get your boosters. And I'm like, well, you gotta get your boosters every 6 months, like the flu. So from that means that you're never going to be fully vaccinated, So I don't know. But I did get my second shot at the end of January. So there's that. So December came and went. I don't know. I really wasn't in the mood to, I don't know, do much of anything. I was just getting over, but not just getting over, because I ended up getting over it like mid-November, and it does give you lasting effects. Hopefully, a lot of people don't, because especially for those who are asymptomatic and they don't get any symptoms at all. I haven't heard anything from them, as far as the after effects of it. But I tell you one thing, my energy is like it's not as good as it used to be. Um, so that's that. And I've been talking for like 13 minutes trying to tell you guys where I've been. um, so yeah, so December came and went. I have no explanation as far as what I actually did. I really wasn't too much in the Christmassy mood, but and probably did or did not hear that. I've been cooking. So I have to check on my um I have to check on things. So let me yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here. So I will be right back. I'm trying to figure out like what am I supposed to be doing. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. All right, so yeah, I had to check on my dinner. I know it's like almost midnight where I'm at, so I know people are like, "Why are you cooking dinner so late?" Um, I'm me personally, I'm not in the mood to eat, you know, right now. So I will be in a few. But so yeah, Christmas came and went. New Year's came and went. My husband got a new job, and so his hours um, went not weird, but back to normal, like most people would think. Go by. So he works mornings, and yeah. The problem is, before I was able to do these live streams and in the middle of the day, but now he's home in the middle of the day, and he sits right there. That's his seat, and he would be right there, and the TV is right there, and there'd have been no way, um, unless I moved everything back upstairs, and I have to deep clean my room before I do that. But so yeah, so that's another reason why I haven't been able to do anything. And then about a few weeks ago, I decided like, well, maybe I should just do my lives like right now, because at the moment right now, the only person that actually watch is my best friend, and I think I told you guys about how her streaming abilities are. She won't be able to watch it right now, but she will watch it later. So so for that reason, it doesn't matter when I do my lives. I can do it at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. So, um, but that's basically in a nutshell where I've been. And I have, if you've seen, probably looking over here, I have been semi busy crocheting. I have not touched my Martian Manhunter blanket, which kind of saddens me because it was supposed to be a Christmas present to myself. And as you see, it is February, and the last, um, excuse me, the last row I worked on was the what I was working on the live stream about 4 months ago. Um, so that's why this is not titled um, anything about the Martian Afghan or whatever. So I have been semi busy. I've been trying to work on several things, which I have what my best friend calls startitis. So I love to start projects. I cannot finish them. But this is the reason why I started to do the live stream, so I can try to finish things. But that's it has this. So this bad boy right here is my first attempt at it's a weighted blanket actually. And to be honest, which I gotta redo that anyway. So to be honest, I hadn't it went over my head that buying uh trying to find one that is intact. Okay, well, buying this type of yarn, I don't know why it didn't dawn on me that making a blanket out of this would make it a weighted blanket. So I decided to start one because we have a friend of ours. She's a fellow writer, and she started. I don't know if she started back, but I know she started doing um, like um, hand knitting, and I wanted to do something like that as well. And I picked up that yarn, and I started like actually finger crocheting it, and yeah, it took a while. It took a bit. I had finished it, gave it to my mom, and she loved it. But the problem is, it's so weighted that it makes her hot after 30 minutes, and she can't deal with that. So, um, she kind of put it to the side, and I think my stepdad is trying to steal it, and he's taller, so I had to buy more yarn, and I'm gonna have to work on this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna work on it right now because I have to finger crochet it, and yeah, my thumb, I messed up my thumb, so that's one project that I have been working on. Let's see. I have so many projects, and I know like you guys see like this yarn right here. Let's see if I can retrieve this and show you. So there's this crochet alone project, which is called Sophie's Universe, and I don't think this is not the hook that goes with that. So yeah, it's called Sophie's Universe, and it was done back in 2015. I want to say I had got a hold of it in 2018, and that's when I started like really crocheting. And I can't remember how I came across it, but I did, and I was like, I gotta do that. So this is actually oh, this is a book my best friend gave me for, I think it was either for Christmas or for my birthday. I can't remember, but this is amazing. I love this series. It's so good. And the picture is so pretty. It really is. And it is LGBT very friendly. So I would definitely suggest that for anybody. I'm trying to get to it. Oh, okay. There's the hook. All right, so it's called Sophie's Universe, and it's going to be a monster actually. So I started. That is the back. I think. Yes, that is definitely the back. This is the front. So, so yeah. So what I decided to do was I was going to use the Red Heart Ombres to work this one up. And it already calls for like, I calculated at least 10 skeins. So the first one, I cannot pronounce it. It starts with an A, but as you see, it's like a red. And then the next one is like a orange peach ish. So I'm doing it rainbow basically. So red, orange, and as you see, well, you can't really see it on this side, but the yellow. I just started on yellow. So my problem is with this is that what I should have did was buy two skeins of each color so that I could end it evenly. You know what I'm saying? So like for example, I had to start the yellow in the middle of a round. And you probably heard I still got my Discord up and stuff. So trying to find my book because I have, of course I got my book that it's right in front of me. Do come back. Oh, stuff is falling. All right, so uh just to tell you guys where I'm at on, I'll go back to the beginning to tell you where I'm at on that particular blanket. All right, Sophie's Universe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm on actually round 42 because we're going around. So I'm on round 42. I think week 4, I think. And so, like I said, the red ombre I can't pronounce, but it is spelled Anemone. The orange is sea coral, and then the yellow is sunny. So the next up is going to be green, which I think I'm going to end up doing it in spearmint. Or I might have a green apple. I'm not sure. I have to look. So, this is a project that I had picked back up I started it actually in 2019, I believe. I definitely have to look it up because I don't think I put it on here. Yes, I did. I started it back in May of 2019. So, so that's one project. Uh, all of my projects are over in this area, just about. And I know I'm missing a couple of projects. I did start on this one that is called. Oh, oh, stuff is falling off my desk. Here it is. Okay, so the next project that I just started is called the Fluffy Merengue, and it is actually intended. Oh, aha. Is this the? I think this is the. Uh, I figure out where it stopped right there. Did I never finish the row? Oh my god! I never finished the row. Oh, bad, 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 bad. So this is the Fluffy Merengue, and it is intended to be a baby blanket, but I can continue to do the repeat rounds until it's as big as I want it. So I want to do this for my mom. Um, I'm not a real fan of the holes. If you can see that, I'm not a big fan of that. But if she is, then that's great. So I'm doing it in 4 different shades of purple, which is this is the pale. That's pale plum. I'm sorry, pale plum, medium purple. Which one is this? This is okay. This is mainstays purple. So I'm doing it in five. I'm doing it in 5 colors because I'm doing a dark orchid and then a amethyst. So that's another project. Again, I don't know which one I'm gonna actually work on today. I just wanted to do like an update and then pretty much show off the little projects that I've been working on as of late. There's gonna be. I'm not gonna show the ones that I'm going to eventually frog or undo, depending on you know how you um how you want to word that. So, uh, this right here is going to be well. When I started it, it's the first strip of a child's blanket, which is called Crayola. And let me see. I don't think I can share or show you guys that one, but it's called a Crayola Afghan, and it goes by. Let me see if I can find it on here so I can. Oh, did I close it? I think I did close it. Uh, yeah, I did close it off. So I had to reopen it. I can't remember how many strips of that I have to do, but I wanted to do it in a rainbow because crayons come in a rainbow of colors. So then I started it and I got to like right here and I got like, oh goodness. I get my trusty notebook. Uh, 10, 15, 20, 25. I am on row 29. I'm about to be on row 30, and it's like 92 rows total. And then that strip will be done. So it's like 92 rows for each color. But I think the actual um, pattern calls for only so many colors. Um, so then I got the idea of, well, let me see how long these strips are, and they can be individual scarves for the kids. So I got to go through my notes because I asked what all the kids' favorite colors are, and I will make them basically Crayola crayon scarves. So that's one plan. All right. So then I feel like this is a useless live, but I haven't done a live in so long. So um So maybe I'll do another live like tomorrow, and I would definitely start like working on a project then. All right, so this right here, as you can see, this is the, I'm gonna call it Afghan hook because I can't pronounce the, what is it, Tun, um, Tunisian, I guess. Um, but this is what this hook is actually used for. Well, you can use it for it. Um, but this is a honeycomb. It's supposed to come out as a shawl. I don't really wear shawls like that, but it is. As you see, it's in purple. It's my favorite color. You can't really see the honeycomb. Well, you can see it a little bit now that I'm doing it that way. But as you can see, there's some rows here that don't connect well. So I will have to like eventually frog it all the way down to those and see where I did wrong. I said I wasn't going to show the projects that I'm going to frog, but I don't think I'm going to frog this all together, just down to where it does not look like the honeycomb pattern was being made. So then me and the bestie are working on this, which I started in a different color or a different yarn. So this is the 10 stitch blanket. And you see, I haven't gotten that far. She's gotten far on hers, but I think she ended up frogging it. I'm not sure. But I started it in these different colors right here in the different shades of purple. But then something had happened. I can't remember what happened. Oh, because it's not, well, it's Tunisian stitch anyway. So it's going to fold and curl up. But the problem is, I think I'm like very, very uneven somewhere. And that's why it's like looking like that. So I was thinking that maybe if you work it, you continue to work it, it'll fix itself. So, but this one, I don't know what I did, but it does look a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna keep the gray charcoal one, and this one, the other one's getting frogged. So this is going to be my personal blanket, and I can even tell you the name of the name of the yarn. I can show it to you because I destroyed the did I? Yes, I did. All right, so this, I don't know if you crocheters have seen this in the stores, but it is by Lion Brand, and it is, goodness gracious, I can't remember the name of it. But the intention is you're supposed to be able to make one throw from all of this, and that's all you need. And so far, it is looking like it's going to be a pretty decent size throw. As you saw, I'm not even halfway done. I'm not even at the halfway mark. So it looks like it's going to be a very decent size throw. The plan is for me to get another one and make a big, huge blanket. So it's probably going to be weighted because of the way the yarn looks. If I can find if I can find the paper that it was wrapped around, that was wrapped around it, I could tell you exactly what it's called. But you know what? We're gonna go to Google and figure it out. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Because I already know that I put it in. Lion Brand cover story. That's what it's called. It is Lion Brand cover story. And the color that I'm using, which my best friend calls it snow camo, but it's actually called Mercury. It's called Mercury. So here's the thing about this. So I have yet to go back. I bought it at Joann, and I've yet to go back to see if I can get another that was the same colorway, so it can be just one whole big colorway, you know. Um, but I was like, well, what if I can't find it in Joann? Let me see if I can go onto the Line Brand website, and you can get them. They're on sale for $45, a big scheme. Where I got that one on sale for 26 at Joann. So I'm going to be going to Joann probably tomorrow, um, which it is now after midnight. So later on today, I will probably go into Joann and get another skein just in case, because I don't want to work on that and be done, and then let me get the next skein, and then they're out. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and get it. Uh, like I said, I do have a lot of projects. I just don't feel like bringing them all out because and then I have some that I'm working on in secret. So those I cannot show. Um, I never showed. I want to show you guys the blanket that I'm working on for my best friend, and she knows about it, so it's not like a big secret. And I'm kind of actually proud of it. So excuse the mess. And go over here. So my thing is I try to get bags for each of my individual projects, which is a great idea, right? But I have so many that I have a lot of bags just lying around. And I'm trying not to unravel because, of course, the hook disappeared. So first things first, let me put a stitch marker in since the hook fell off of it. All right. So this is also, like I said, I'm butchering the hell out of the damn word, but it's Tunisian. And it's interlac. So the plan is to do it in rainbow, as you can see. I started with the red, and I have white in between each of the colors. So I'm on a white row, and then I will do a darker blue, and then another white row, and then purple. And I'll repeat until it is big enough for her to be satisfied with. So I told her that it's funny because she made me realize that a majority of bedspreads are rectangle to fit the bed better. And I don't mind rectangle bedspreads, but it's because I buy them that way. Making them, I don't know. It feels weird to make a rectangle cover, a rectangle Afghan or a blanket. It just feels weird. But that is the one that I'm working on for her. And if I can actually find the hook that I was using, I might start on that one on the next live stream. You guys seen Marvin 4 months ago. Nothing's changed. And I believe this is the last one I want to show, which, okay. It is missing its hook, but I'm not too worried about it. So this is the start. It's actually the back, and it's called a duster. It's the Lotus Duster. And let me see if I can remember how to operate things here, because it's been a while. So let me... Nope. Oh God, I'm gonna get it right. So let me see if I can. Okay, I have to do this. Oh, there's some new stuff. Anyway, all right. There we go. All right, so I am sharing that. There we go. So that is the what it's supposed to look like. It's the Lotus Mandala Duster. I'm making this actually for my youngest niece. I'm making it in as small as I can because she there's one that went over their house and she had I thought it was her mom's the little duster that looks like that. But I wonder if I can do okay. Yeah, let's do it like that. So yeah, so I um thought it was her mom's because she was running around the house with it. It didn't look like that, but it was similar. And I was like, well, what if I make her one and it be her own, you know? And so yeah, I decided to do that little project and come to find out that the duster, the cardigan that she had on was her sister's. So if anything, I think her sister might take this. So yeah, that's how it looks. So so yeah. And I believe that is about it, I believe. Yeah, I wasn't gonna try to talk you guys to death like I usually do, especially I'm not I don't know if you can hear the music in the back, but my stepdad's always listening to music. Especially I'm not gonna sit here and crochet. But I just wanted to tell everybody where I've been and hopefully soon I will start back to doing lives. It's just gonna be very late for some. It's gonna be very late for some. Um Shoot, I'm trying to look around to see if there is anything. Oh, one more thing. I'm kind of proud, but not of this. So I decided to make hats, and this is the first time I made a pom pom, like handmade it. And the pom pom really it came out too small for me, so I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board to make a bigger pom pom. But this hat is like way tall. I followed the directions and I followed the pattern, but the problem is, which is funny because the pattern calls for bulky, and I didn't double strand this. This is regular, um, medium four, and I really love this pattern. I really do. And I want to show you guys like that pattern, and it's called feathers beanie, and it does a feather stitch, which is so easy, and it just works up really quickly. And the problem is I got way too many rows. So of course the bestie wanted me to undo all this work that I did and then just undo everything and undo it until it was the right length or height for me because it's supposed to be for me. But it's way too big and I'm not gonna try it on because it's huge and it's tall and doesn't fit right. I mean, it fits. It's just it doesn't look right. I'll do it. So, see, see, it makes it so you see that poof up here, and well, all of this is not necessary. So I could have just stopped like right here or like right here and started my decrease. So, but yeah, yeah, it like around it fits great, but yeah. So this is going to be a donated piece. I don't know who I'm gonna donate it to. I think I think places like Red Cross or I don't want to just give it to the thrift store, because I want to donate it to a good cause. Not that the thrift store isn't a good cause, but you know what I mean, like something to like I wanted to use this particular, which is camo. I wanted to use this to make a blanket, and I was going to donate it to the VA hospital. So, I want to do something like that. Donate it to like a homeless shelter, or Red Cross, or something like that to people who, or to church. I can just donate it to the church. So, so that's the plan. So, so that's about it. You heard me ramble, and I showed off little projects for about almost an hour. It's nothing else I really have been working on, honestly, because I've actually been trying to work more on my writing than my crocheting. But at the same time, what I need to do, honestly, I know it's February, but I need to start on Christmas gifts. So maybe this year they'll be ready on time. So so yeah, guys, that's it. So that's where I've been. Please stay patient with me in doing these lives. I enjoyed doing them to the fullest. It's just life caught up with me, and with the sickness and everything. Um, so yeah, I am back in the chair, back in the chair, ready to do some more crocheting. So, like I said, the next live, I have no idea when. I think I said earlier that I was going to do it like tomorrow, but I doubt it because I do have things to do tomorrow. Um, I have a semi lunch date with another friend because I haven't sat and talked with her in a while. So that's happening. And to be honest, I don't want to come back here and be full of liquor trying to crochet and talk. That's not going to be a good idea. So, so yeah, tomorrow is off. So maybe, today's technically Tuesday now, but maybe, Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, but don't quote me. So, but you guys know what to do. I know it's been a while. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoy listening to me ramble on about different things and crochet. Make sure you hit that bell so you can get notified of when I do things like this go live. Excuse me, I've been drinking this stupid soda, um, so yeah, make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified when I do go live or when I finally put up these videos. I have to redo my whole page, and those videos are coming soon ish. I promise. So anyway, this has been Jay Lynn's. Just been I can't even say it's a quick update because it's been almost an hour or so. It's been an update on where I've been and what's been going on with my life. And like I said, I have a good feeling that I will be back at it as far as at least working on the Martian Manhunter Afghan and hopefully finishing that one up. And you never know. I might have just random lives on other projects. So because that helps me um, work on them a little bit faster. So all right, so that's it. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys later. Hopefully, like I said on Wednesday, I will be able to actually crochet and do what I usually do. So so yeah. So I will definitely see you guys later. Peace.